couldn't get him down.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 8.
At the 50-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. Short throw caught by Pitts.
That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he is not going anywhere. They stop it for no gain. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
They go play action. Mayfield. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Jalen Walker. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 3rd down and 10.
180.
Throwing. Mayfield. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
180. Hey, alert, 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 alert. What's that?
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Mayfield off the play fake. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Running the toss to Irving.
And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
What's that?
Mayfield down. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets a made.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Here's Penix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Penix to the air once more. Now this will be caught by Mooney.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Now he's going to step up and run.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
Run, run, run. 20! Don't let us down! What's up?
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe making a 2-score game as they've got it first and 10. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Falcons.
Penix working out of the gun here.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Falcons. Tegan Quitoriano, 55 yards. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
It's complete, and he's got it. So the try for two successful, and that bumps their lead up even further.
Bradley Pinion.
Now
set to
Pinion with the
kick off.
kickoff honors following the touchdown.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And this one caught downfield by Evans. Down the right sideline.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, 61 yards.
And the Buccaneers have cut it back within a score.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for two here. Mayfield going to try to throw for the two.
That's caught. And this one is caught. So they come up with a two-point conversion, and that makes this a one-point game now. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw Penix.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
Got that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And looking to throw Penix. And complete to Drake London. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Penix going to hold on to it.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
2nd down and a yard.
Let's go now.
To the air, Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
1st down.
Now Penix. Checks this one down to Robinson.
Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw with Penix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Falcons 17. Buccaneers 8. Bradley Pinion set to
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Got a man, it's London.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Falcons, first down. A gain of 15. First down.
They'll throw with Penix. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They are going for it. Penix. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. Oh, he's got a man open. It's caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he gets it to go to cut the deficit now to 2, 17-15.
Score, Falcons 17, Buccaneers 15. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
At the 17-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. A lot of bulk out there, as you might expect, on that D-line to try to stop the run on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting into midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.